So here now with his thoughts on all of that, Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst. Congressman Gowdy and I covered a lot of territory there.
Right.
What do you want to jump in on first?
I would jump in on what you were discussing second to last, which is whether or not the president ought to submit to an interview to Bob Mueller and FBI agents. And my argument is never, 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 in caps, should he do that.
Why?
Because he cannot know what Mueller and his team know about the case. He cannot know what evidence they have. And one lie or one close to a lie about a material matter, and he's facing a potential indictment. I don't know what would happen with the indictment because he's a sitting president. No sitting president has ever been indicted for a crime. But if the feds want to trap you, they are very, very good at doing it. Donald Trump is a very headstrong person who probably believes he is smarter than his interrogators, and he may be, but he doesn't know more about the case than they do. It's a trap, and he ought to stay away from it.
All right, so if you're the White House attorneys, you are trying to push at this point for submitted questions and answers on paper, and will they get that? Will the special counsel?
If I'm the White House attorneys, I don't want my client to communicate with Bob Mueller at all. Bob Mueller and his team.
Do they have to?
No, they absolutely don't. They don't. He doesn't have to speak to them. They can ask for it, and he can say, "Thank you, no, I'm the president. I have more important things to do." That's the advice that I would give to him. That is pretty much standard advice. Now, I've never represented the president. You have an extremely strong-willed person who may very well say, "I'm going to talk to them no matter what you want, and I'm going to go do it even if you don't come with me." Then you got a problem when your client rejects your advice.
What about the Steve Bannon discussion about treasonous behavior? What do you think about that?
I agree with Congressman Gowdy. It's the only crime defined in the Constitution, but this is not treason. I mean, treason is defined as providing aid and comfort to the enemy or waging war against the United States. I assumed this was hyperbole on Steve Bannon's part. Now, whether he has to justify that hyperbole under oath to a congressional committee, I'm not so sure that he has to, or they probably have better things to do than ask him about that. This wasn't treason. It wasn't even close to treason.
Thank you very much. Judge Andrew Napolitano. Always good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in. You too. Good to have you back.